Hey everybody, we're live. If you guys can hear us, give us a thumbs up. We got with me here today Valente Martinez, who actually it looks like he's getting ready to go up here against Bobby Black. Hey Valente, how's your night going?
I'm great, man. I'm glad to be here.
Can you guys hear Valente very well? All right. Well, so this match is going to be 4 rounds. I'm not entirely sure the length of the rounds. Still learning all the settings and stuff. But thank you guys for joining this, first time as we go live. Valente, he had his first match last week. Valente, how did your match go last week?
Well, the 3 knockdown victory wasn't a knockout, but got the unanimous decision win. Pretty big start to a career for him, or me, I guess.
I know Bobby Black is looking for his first victory. I believe he was knocked out last week. So hopefully we'll see if he can pull out a victory here tonight. And, it's been a fun time getting the show going here in the IBSF, which for those that don't know, it's the International Boxing Sim Federation. And tonight on the card, there is a title fight for the Golden Gloves interim heavyweight championship. So, with that being said, they're about ready to get this going. You've got Bobby Black there and with the purple mustache, and then you've got Valente with the I guess I would call that aqua, fade going on.
Baby blue, aqua.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Looks like they're coming out really swinging and really fighting there. Ooh, nasty liver shot.
The best thing you can do over a 4-round fight is just go for the body, handle your stamina well.
So far we haven't seen too many fights go, very long. Maybe we'll see one of those fights tonight. We do got a lineup of, some great fights going on here tonight.
4 rounds really isn't necessarily too much time, so you gotta put that work out there and let them know who's got the advantage. You can't, of course, leave it up to the judges, but if it does go to that, you gotta put up a very good resume in these rounds.
Ooh, looks like Valente's a little dazed there. Is Bobby Black going to be able to capitalize in this moment? And oh, nope, he did not get the knockdown. Those knockdowns, they mean a lot when it comes down to the judges' scorecard. The judges will actually really look for those knockdowns.
Knockdown already secures you a 10-8 round, and 2 can get you a 10-7.
Yeah. And,
Ooh, there we go.
Valente goes down. Will he get back up? Valente gets back up. It looks like he's ready for some more punishment. That's the end of your first round. Just looking at things as they're, unfolding before our eyes, I really feel like Valente needs to step up and do some better, guarding of his body and really protecting himself. He's getting dazed a lot out there.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He's got to be able to also land those big shots because he's been throwing them throughout our first 3 minutes so far. So, I mean, if you're going to throw those big shots, you better know where to connect that.
Both fairly new, fighters in the boxing world here. And, They're both looking to make their own impact. And, we see a lot of promise from both of these fighters, to be honest. Will they go pro? I don't know. We'll see how, their fights pan out at the end of the day. But they're both hungry and ready to win and do everything that it takes to win. So, we're going to go into round 2 here. Bobby is really utilizing his jabs there, Looks like, Valente is actually getting in there on the action.
Can't shy away in a moment like this.
Bobby Black is a little dazed here. Definitely keeping himself protected, which is key in a situation like this. Ooh. Dazed again, I think we've seen flashes of this from a few fights last week where, you just couldn't find yourself getting, as a fighter, you couldn't find yourself, not being dazed a couple of times within a round.
And that's what won Valente's first fight, was the forward pressure after, getting those stuns and
I
not
know
necessarily able to finish the knockdown all the time, but the forward pressure definitely helped.
Yeah. Another thing I've noticed about this is, forward pressure helps a lot. But, if you can't keep your stamina and your punches are wearing you out, it's not going to help you, and you're likely to get dazed and winded a lot quicker, and it's going to hurt you as the match goes on. And as you know, every round, your stamina goes down. So, you really have to be winded and, ready to be in this for the long haul, especially if you plan on going for, the pros. Another good round there. I think we saw some, really even, I would say, it looked pretty even to me as far as like what was going on there. But I feel like Valente probably won this round. It seemed like he had more control of the boxing ring, by the end of this round. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they both had their good moments here. I think either way, the way you score it, personally, I'm agreeing with you. I think I'm gonna give the round to Valente as well, but still behind on the cards, I believe. That would be a 19-18 going into round 3.
As long as these guys keep protecting themselves, we may see this, go the distance. We're already going into round 3, and it's been, one entertaining fight. I feel like this is a really good way to, open up the night with our first undercard fight. Again, great matches across the board tonight. A lot of entertainment, coming. It looks like Valente is going for the body. So is Bobby Black. They're noticing, these people's livers. They're hurting, and these guys. They're throwing some pretty heavy punches. You can see from the ripple of the skin as these punches are being thrown.
What we like to see from the younger guys, these heavy shots.
Sometimes you like to see these combos, but sometimes these combos have, what seems to be, aimless in ways, and it really just wears a fighter out in the round and as they're doing it. So, to get in there and really calculate with every jab, every hook, and every punch you throw, could be the key to winning this fight tonight, because both of these fighters are fighting really well. And it looks like Bobby Black went down.
There's definitely some pros and cons to every one of your decisions that you make in this ring. But it's a chess match at the end of the day.
Yeah, a lot of people just think that they can come into a boxing ring and slug it out and they'll be good. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's a chess match. Sometimes it's a jab here, sometimes it's a hook, sometimes you throw in that uppercut. Other times you kind of just got to bait the other boxer and dance around a bit and wear him out. It looks like we are going to go into the final round. So, 4 rounds of boxing in this Golden Glove fight. And it's been an entertaining one, to say the least. Who's going to come out at the end of the day? We will see. I'm going to enjoy being able to see the breakdown of these, points and how the judges scored it come the end of the match.
Yeah, right now I think I have it at 28-27 Martinez. That knockdown obviously secures the 10-8 round. And of course, Bobby Black's knockdown earlier got him a 10-8 round. Depending on how you score the second, that is our deciding factor right now. One more round to go. We could honestly get a draw here depending on how this round goes.
I mean, we did see a draw last week, so it is not, out of the ballpark there for, the judges to go ahead and do. But you never know. All it takes is one of these guys being, winded, and the other guy's still coming out there swinging like crazy. Could be the end of it. Bobby Black throwing some pretty heavy hits to the head on Valente and really, just dialing it in there and coming in like a lion after his prey.
He's gotten cornered here too. This is a great area to be in for Bobby Black, and he gets the knockdown there.
Again, this fight with Valente Martinez and Bobby Black has been an entertaining one, and it looks like Valente gets knocked out there, and the body shot takes him out, with Bobby Black securing his first knockout of his career, moving him to 1-1. So what a way to, show up tonight and really make that statement and come out and, redeem himself after, last week.
A big way to come back. Getting a win is one thing, but a knockout win is amazing.
I mean, it looks like if it would have went the distance, it looks like Valente probably would have walked out with that one. So, good job by Bobby Black, really capitalizing on that moment. It looks like we've got Haas Carter here. He's going to take on our newcomer, Sugar Ray Diamond. These two pros, if you guys are looking for a show and what it looks like to look at pro boxing, this is it. It is going to be a great show for sure, and I'm excited to see this one. Sugar Ray Diamond has come in, and he's hungry. Haas is, fresh off a victory from last week, which I believe was a knockout victory. So both fighters are really hungry. They're really to, make their statement. We're in the middle of this round robin for both the Golden Gloves and the pros, and these people are, looking to see where they're going to be seated, who's going to walk out champion at the end of this round robin tournament. And it's going to be a great time, getting to see every single one of these fighters go head to head with each other, and we'll get to see who's the best and who's the weakest link at the end of the day. But, we got all year before we get to the actual end of the year title tournament, and, there's a lot of room for improvement. A lot of things can happen over the time of a year. Sugar Ray, you know, named after the great Sugar Ray. I think it was it Leonard or Robinson? I can't remember. I was talking to him last night, and you know, he seemed really excited for this fight. And you know, I mean, he's been an absolute animal in the gym. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes out. Both fighters coming in well prepared, and you know, he just came in here and said it's Sugar Ray Robinson.
Well, I really appreciate the style that he brings, and I'm not talking about the fighting style. I'm talking about his outfit. This fight kit is honestly probably one of the best I've seen in this federation.
Some heavy hits coming from both. It looks like Sugar Ray Diamond is really, you know, playing some smart boxing here. So I wonder if this will go the distance, or if maybe one of these guys end up tired out and we end up in a similar situation like the last fight. You know, most of these welterweights too, they're often on the smaller side, like you know, Sugar Ray Diamond there, and Haas is on that larger side. You don't get to see many of these larger welterweights come in here and box, so it's been really cool seeing this guy be as successful as he has been in the ring already. Sugar Ray Diamond really just hitting him up with all those combinations.
Not really exerting too much energy as well. I mean, he's really holding on to that counter punching style that's really effective, and he gets him over the top there.
You know, honestly, fighting to the true form of his namesake, honestly, fighting a lot like Sugar Ray Robinson, fighting a lot like the greats like Muhammad Ali, you know, even maybe some flashes of Floyd Mayweather in there, you know, being very calculated with every punch thrown. You know, in that round, in that round, Haas came in and he was controlling that round from the start. But then, you know, I feel like the tables turned about halfway through the round, and Sugar Ray ended up probably taking that round. In my opinion, you know, towards the end, he really showed that he has the stuff to, you know, go to toe with the big boss Haas.
I agree with you. I'm gonna score that round for Sugar Ray Diamond. 10-9 going into round 2.
You know, both of these fighters took this. Haas took this match. You know, he took it pretty last minute here. So, you know, sometimes having that couple day advantage means a lot for a fighter. So, you know, props to Haas for jumping in here and, you know, deciding that he would take on the newcomer and Sugar Ray Diamond.
Something we rarely see in boxing overall is a southpaw versus southpaw.
Ooh, heavy hooks coming from Sugar Ray.
Ooh.
The big boss Haas goes down. Will he be able to get up? The big boss Haas is not done yet. Tagged again pretty hard in the head. Will he go down again this time? We'll see.
Big body shots there.
There's no doubt about it. Haas here can take a beating. reminding me a lot of Jens Pulver from the UFC there. Just and being able to take a beating when you need to and still get back up and perform the way you need to.
And he's still returning it too. He's still throwing back.
All right, we are going into the second round here. Valente, what are some things that you think Haas needs to do to really turn the tables here? Because it looks like Sugar Ray is really kind of controlling this fight so far.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to score that a 10-7 for Sugar Ray Diamond. So, honestly, what Haas needs to do here is he needs to go out there swinging, looking for the big highlight knockout, because that's what it's going to take to come back from a deficit like this. If I had to be honest, I think it's 20-16, and that's not a great deficit to have in, a smaller fight, shorter fight.
Is this this may be a preview of the other fight that we have to come tonight, which is our main event, which is Clayton Cobb versus Nico Dennis. If you would, we could call it the Creators Clash, because these two men came together and helped form the IBSF. We are in the second round here, and we've got 2 more rounds to go. If it goes that long, we'll see. That blue look, I will say, looks quite nice on Sugar Ray there.
He's taking quite a bit of punishment this round. I believe he's playing defense now. Very smart.
Ooh, still tagging Haas quite a bit.
Haas could take a punch and throw one back.
The last fight he won that fight in the last round with a knockout. So, I mean, we can't count the big boss Haas out quite yet, because Haas Carter, he's definitely got the tools to take him all the way to the final round and still come out victorious from what we've seen so far.
Sugar Ray Diamond's just playing this way too smart right now.
Going into the third round, Sugar Ray still, coming out there. He's boxing like he's a very, well-rounded boxer at that. But not only that, he's boxing almost as if he's a veteran.
He's got the natural instinct. He's got the smarts. Like I said, going into that round, I believe he was up, 4 points, which could essentially be 4 rounds depending how it plays out. He played the defensive side, tired out Haas, trying to throw those big exchanges. Haas needed, a highlight reel type of knockdown, knockout there to maybe find his way back in it. And Sugar Ray tired him out, threw his own hook over the top, and the rest was history. He's been playing this really well.
Yeah, Haas is looking quite gassed, if we're being honest. He looks like he's tired, maybe ready to go home and take a nap. Haas with some heavy hands there. One thing I've liked seeing these fighters in this league is, they're all clean fighters. I haven't seen any dirty fighting, and it looks like Haas has got him dazed there. Will he knock down Sugar Ray Robinson for his first knockdown of the night? Oh,
there he
and down
goes.
goes Sugar Ray.
Certainly isn't over yet.
Sugar Ray getting up from that and, showing that he's going to get kind of get back on the offensive a little bit, but he looks like he's starting to play it a little bit more safe now, noticing that Haas seems to like to come out during the later rounds, and that's where Haas really fights.
He definitely respects the power now.
Both guys kind of keeping their distance now. It makes you wonder if they're both getting a little winded. All of these punches coming from Sugar Ray Diamond, though, definitely score. And sometimes when you're going this long, scoring what you can matters. And it looks like Sugar Ray Robinson does win by decision.
I feel like that deficit was just too much to crawl out of without a knockout, and all he had to do at that point was survive. I mean, it looked like for a second that we might have saw Hoss Carter take over, but Sugar Ray Diamond with the win in the end.
It looks
38-35 on the scorecards.
Honestly, it looks like the judges scored it a lot closer than I probably would have.
I think that's right where I had it. I mean, that knockdown towards the end of the fight for Hoss Carter really, brought it a little bit closer than it should have been.
It would have been nice to see how well this would have went if we could have seen at least 2 more rounds. Maybe we would have had a different end of story for this match tonight. Haas dealt with his first win, and newcomer Sugar Ray Diamond coming in and getting his first victory.
Sometimes 4 rounds isn't enough for, to settle that real score. You saw Haas getting back into it at the end there.
It looks like CD Pops is going to go up against Walker Holman. This is another 4-round fight. CD Pops, he came in and he was in a situation in which it was a draw last week, and Walker, I think you faced him last week, Valente, am I correct?
Yes.
And you walked out with a victory in that situation. So, Walker himself is looking to come in and, really put in the work and try to secure his first victory. Same with, CD Pops there. Pops is a great guy, and he's really hungry to secure that first victory because with the draw, you might as well have no record at all still. Haas looking with the old school look there with the black and yellow trunks. And then you've got Holman over there, Walker. And he's got a unique style about him, that kilt like boxing trunks.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to
You know what? I don't hate it.
and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
There is our first female in the league, Mia. We are looking for other female boxers to get in, so Mia can compete here soon. Hopefully we'll be able to get a competitor in here so she can, get in the ring and compete as well. That's one of the unique things about the IBSF is that we like to have both genders fighting at the end of the day, so both get a chance at having the fun and getting a chance at, securing victory and really standing out as champions. It looks like as they're throwing these hits, they're having trouble connecting there. Maybe they need to get in the gym there and start working a little bit on the accuracy of their punches.
Yeah, that's one of the big problems I noticed with Walker Holman over his last fight is his accuracy and his defense is just a little bit, uh, not too developed in a way, I guess. Um, every time he throws a shot, Martinez had came back with another shot that hit harder, and same with CD Pop so far. He's got to work on baiting Pops into allowing a shot in, but
And I just want to say, forgive me as I forgot to turn off my notifications while I, recorded this for the stream. I was just noticing up in the left-hand corner some of my notifications coming through.
some after the bell fighting there from Holman.
Both guys really hungry for that first victory. I would say that this round is a draw.
Yeah, no, it's hard to score it. Personally, I don't know who to give the edge to there. I mean, both of them had a lot of output there. Not everything landed. I'm going to score that first round 10-9 to CD Pops. But it could very easily be the other way around.
Feel like Walker's really coming in as the aggressor this fight. That's one thing I can say about him in this fight.
Yeah, and in fights like this where, you're kind of indecisive about the rounds, they kind of look at who was the aggressor, who took the center, who was backing one down. And Walker's doing that so far this round.
Haas makes a good point. Let's get the word out here about the league. Let's get this channel affiliated. And if you have the opportunity to, go ahead and go out there and take the moment to share this. Get friends here in the chat so they can see what this league is all about. It's been exciting seeing the growth. We had that one night the other night where we just doubled our server size. Next week, I will say we'll have a lot more newer fighters on the card. Really excited to see what all these newcomers can get out here and do.
Holman landing some big counter punches there. I'm going to score that one 10-9 for Walker Holman, and that puts my card at 19-19 after 2. It could very easily be 2018 Holman. I like what Holman did there around landing the counter shots, being the aggressor. Huge improvement over how he started, in my opinion.
Yeah. Walker coming in and being an aggressor is like a huge thing. That's what these judges look at sometimes in cases like this where a lot of these fighters are fighting, neck and neck. It's very interesting, being able to tune in there and be able to hear what some of these coaches are saying. I wonder if these fighters will take what the coaches are saying to heart and go out there and capitalize on that. Both with guard up like that, it can make me only think that both of these guys are quite gassed in this moment.
And not too many punches being thrown early in this round, and you can just see the guard up. Very conservative round to start. Nice combo there by Holman.
CD Pops there. He's doing a great job at leaning back and getting out of the way sometimes when he needs to. I will say that. Seeing him slip around and kind of play the counter-punching game is, if he could do that a little bit more often and find those, moments where he can hit on the counter, this match, I feel, could very much be him. But I feel like he's a little scared there and kind of hanging back and fighting almost like as if he's scared.
Yeah, and we can assume that they're gassed. I'm pretty sure they could assume that one another might be gassed as well. So, best thing you can do when someone else is gassed is just keep going after that body, keep abusing that tank, and might be able to find an opening with that. Ooh, there we go. Good combo. Finds the opening in the guard and he rocks him at the end of the round.
All right, at this moment, everybody in chat, I want you guys to tell me how do you think this match is going to turn out? Do you think it will end in a decision? And if so, which way? Knockout, draw, you name it. Let me know in chat. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion.
Yeah, this has been one of the more technical fights so far. We haven't seen a knockdown. It's kind of hard to tell how this one's going to go. Fourth and final round upcoming. See both of them slowly finding the center of the ring.
Yeah, seeing CD in chat there. Yeah, you do need that this round for that draw probably is what we're looking at. Walker is looking really good. I think if Walker could be throwing more accurate punches, he probably would have taken this match altogether, and it probably wouldn't have been so indecisive.
Yeah, and if CD Pops can get a knockdown here, that could take the fight. Honestly, you don't know what these judges are thinking. It could be going either way. A knockdown can really shift the momentum in this fight.
Both looking a little tired. They're being a little bit more conservative with what they're doing in this fourth and final round.
Big body shot there. You kind of see Walker Holman wince a little bit after that last body shot.
Yeah, I think if I was, Pops there, I would probably go in and try to capitalize and work on that body if I see that he's hurting there a little bit. He is protecting his body quite a bit right now.
Honestly, I think that might be a draw.
Yeah, it looks like the judges scored it a draw. That's 2 draws on Pops. I will say, Pops may not have a victory, but I can say this. He has never lost a fight in the IBSF in his
No, that's better than
2-fight
nothing.
career.
That's better than nothing, right?
I would take that over a loss any day.
He's 0-2 here in the IBSF. Better than being 0-2, I guess, right?
Yeah, and then you've got Walker coming in now with a record of 0-1-1. So it'll be interesting to see if Holman continues to improve on his fighting. We are at the mid-card point tonight already. Bobby Black will be taking on... I think I actually put that in wrong. It should be Bobby Bangers. Yep, Bobby Bangers versus Drake Bobineau. I don't know if I pronounced that name wrong, so Drake, if you come in here, forgive me. Tell me how to pronounce it later.
I believe it's Drake Babineau. Nickname Babs. I'm just gonna assume it's Babineau. Yeah, he'll cuss me out later on if it's not, I'm sure.
I'm just going to call him the Pale White. So it looks like you've got a fight here between a United States fighter and, a Cuban fighter. At the end of the day, both of these guys are looking for their first victory, or not first victory. I'm trying to remember. I know Babineau had a draw with CD Pops last week. Bobby Bangers, I'm trying to remember what the result was of his fight from last week. I think he got knocked out, if I remember correctly. Thank you, CD, for popping in the chat and letting me know. Yeah, Black knocked out Bangers in the Battle of the Bobbies. At this point right now, both of these fighters are looking for their first victory.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times. And what I say
Yeah,
you must obey.
Black knocked out, or Bangers knocked out Black. So that means Bangers actually already has a victory. And he's looking for another one here tonight.
Of course, we have our favorite Orthodox versus Southpaw matchup. This could be
real nasty. Bangers out here representing Cuba with his shorts that look like that from the Cuban flag. I believe he is the only Cuban boxer within the league. Oh, that was a nasty hit. is this going to secure a knockout victory?
What a knockdown.
If that would have been a knockout, I would have probably given that the Knockout of the Night award.
On the spot.
Keep in mind, guys, at the end of the night or sometime tomorrow, there will be a poll out there regarding all of these fights, seeing what you guys think wins Fight of the Night and which one you feel makes Knockout of the Night.
That was a beautiful shot by Drake. I can't get over that.
Probably one of the most beautiful knockdowns we've seen in IBSF history. I think, you know, that shot from Drake is probably going to be heard around the world if you would.
He just caught him coming in.
That was definitely Drake's round. I mean, I don't see how the judges could score it any other way with such a clean, beautiful knockout. Or knockdown.
And that was quick too. I believe that was within the first 20 seconds or so.
Bangers has the blue gloves and the Cuban flag shorts. And, you know, Drake's over there kind of iced out with the white.
It's got to be a confidence, you know, it's got to be a confidence shaper there for Drake after that first round.
Yeah, I think Bangers knows he's got to come into this round and really, you know, show that he's still ready to fight, that knockdown was just a fluke. Oh.
Shot there.
Not to excite everybody too much, but next fight is a 15-round fight between the two new heavyweights to see who will be crowned the inaugural interim IBSF Heavyweight Golden Gloves champion.
15 rounds? I didn't know that was possible. Got him rocked here in the corner. It's the perfect place to have your opponent when they're stunned.
Oh, Drake goes down this round, so I think maybe Bobby Bangers takes this round. As you hear that bell, it looks like Babino was just saved by the bell.
And that's, of course, a 10-hit round after the knockdown. So I have it 18-18 after 2.
Just to break down the rules here a little bit and the differences between pro and Golden Gloves. If you are fighting in Golden Gloves, there's a 3 knockdown rule, and there is also you can be saved by the bell, but these pros, they like giving it their all, and they don't want to go home on an empty stomach, if you would.
We got a banger going on here, if you will. being Drake, you got to be able to find that mojo that you had in round one. You got to stick to that.
You know, Drake's still there showing that he's got the heavy hands, probably the heaviest hands in this fight, to be honest.
Yeah, really all it took was one shot to put Bobby Bangers down, and very quite opposite for him. Bobby Bangers with a big flurry of strikes towards the end of the round there to put him down.
I wonder if we'll see another knockdown in this fight here.
And this is a banger. They're both throwing heavy shots. And
Drake really needs to get in there and, you know, capitalize while he's dazed and find a way to get him on the mat. Drake really hitting with those heavy hits. I honestly don't know if there's many other fighters in the league that could take the punishment that Bobby Bangers has been taking this fight. And he's taking those hits pretty well and staying standing.
he's got a lot of heart.
Get your focus back at that jab back. Just blocks, be smart.
Can't miss it. Good one. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just keep them on the other end of the
Sometimes that's what it takes. You know, we look back to what just happened with CD Pops. I mean, if it wasn't for the heart that he showed in that final round, he probably would have taken his first loss there, but instead brought it back to a draw.
Get down and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag, and now you're gonna let him
back in or anything.
Keep in mind, guys, if you guys ever miss out on a live fight night, you'll be able to go to YouTube, which is where we'll be keeping our video on demand there. But everything for now that will be live will be done here on stream, you know, streaming through Twitch. If you pay attention, it looks like every time Bobino comes in there and he's getting closer, Bangers is covering up. He's experienced what those heavy hands are like, and he doesn't want none.
Being prepared for it. Maybe he's trying to find that counter shot as well that, you know, put him on the mat. Maybe he's trying to get one back. Body shots there.
Valente, I want to give you the opportunity to shout out your personal Twitch and your streaming info. So if you want to real quick, now's your chance.
Oh yeah, you know, I just stream pretty much every night when I get the free time. You find me at twitch.tv/Valente, like the pronunciation, but not how it's actually spelled. I can put it in chat if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead and put that in chat for people to be able to follow you. I know you're hunting affiliation.
It's a journey, man.
I'm going to go ahead and pin this message here. So if you guys are interested in watching any of Valente's content, you can go there and watch it there.
We got a draw again.
Another draw, 2 draws on the night.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I agree with that one.
I personally would have given that one to Drake Bobineau on that one.
I kind of feel the same way there. That last round was given to Bobby Bangers by all 3 judges. We might have to run that back under 6 rounds in the future.
Yeah. Well, this next one, guys, strap in for this one. It is 15 rounds. Will it go all the way? I do not know. We're about ready to find out. I'm very excited for this. This is the first heavyweight fight in IBSF history. Who's going to walk away the victor? Who's going to walk away the Golden Gloves heavyweight champion here in the IBSF?
This is something bigger than anything we've ever seen before. I don't think I've ever seen a 15-round fight in my life. But this is huge. I mean, there is almost no possible way for a draw in this one. I barely see a possibility that this gets to the end of the, to go the distance, but
These guys are some pretty big boys. They come out throwing heavy hits like any heavyweight fighter would. It's going to be an entertaining fight, and I'm excited to see what these guys do in the ring. And I just want to put out there, if you guys are ever interested in becoming a part of the content or broadcast team, don't hesitate to reach out to either me, Nico, and we'll do what we can to try to see if we can have room for you on the team. We have some articles that are going to be coming out here shortly, and we're doing our best job to try to make your experience here in the IBSF as comfortable and as pleasing as possible.
I know we got 2 big dudes here, man, but Timothy Yates is a big dude compared.
Yeah, Timothy Yates, he's definitely going to have that reach advantage, which sometimes in a boxing fight is like, it is like one of the best tools you can have in your God-given tool bag, if you would, because you can't, at the end of the day, you can't come in and work out and get long arms, but those long arms are going to protect you in situations which you may need protected.
Yeah, that jab is going to be the best thing you could ask for here. But nonetheless, if Smokey Woods can, keep it on the inside, limit that long reach, go to work like he's doing right now.
Already dazing Timothy Yates. This is our co-main event, so after this, we will have one more fight, and that is the Clash of the Creators, Cobb versus Dennis. It'll be pretty exciting to see how that goes, too. Looks like Yates finally kind of got the hint that maybe being so close and trying to fight him so close isn't the smartest decision to do, because that's, what caused him to get dazed a little bit in the first place.
And find your range, stay within that range, and just get that jab going.
I need to do a better job at taking notes, but Valente, have you been keeping track of who's all won tonight and all the, results?
Yeah, so we opened the card with Bobby Black getting the win over Valente, and then two back-to-back draws between CD Pops, Walker Holman, Jarek Babineau, and Bobby Bangers.
This will be an interesting fight because both fighters they're showing that they've got the tools to be great. It's just a matter of who's gonna come out on top and how long will they last in this fight. Will they make it all the way through? Will they only go half the way? We will have to wait and see and find out.
Yeah, that's something we got to figure out. Two young careers. Is do you get the gas tank to last 15 rounds?
I mean, if these guys could last 8-9 rounds, I would be amazed, especially for Golden Glove level boxers. You kind of expect it from the pros, but these lower level boxers, like these two gentlemen, typically don't have quite the gas tank.
I mean, even some pros out there can't really handle 12 rounds. Much less 15.
And usually when you're watching those fights can be quite boring. It's usually a jab here, hook, maybe there, here and there, but there's typically not as much action going on as these shorter fights. It looks like Woods just stunned Yates a little bit there. Are we going to see a knockdown?
Timothy found his range a little bit just a second ago, able to get that jab off, trying to stop the momentum.
All right, if you guys need to at this time, go ahead and copy that Twitch link to Valente's channel. I'm going to go ahead and take this pin down.
Got another good round there. I think Smokey might be up 2 rounds to none here. Being able to get in on the inside there's really been helping him. And then Timothy's just found his range, but he's not able to keep Smokey out. Smokey's found his way on the inside, and he's landed a lot of big shots.
Yeah, I will say Smokey does seem like he's in command of this fight so far. But if he keeps throwing those shots the way he does and keeps going how he is, it just makes you wonder who's going to tire out first, which I think is going to be the key to winning this match, really.
Again, in there on the inside, you can see the angles that Timothy's using, and it's just not working out. That long, lengthy body, you need to have that distance for it to work. Smokey's just in there doing work right now.
All I don't know if you could read the tattoo that's on the stomach of Smokey Woods there, but it does say merciless, and I will say it does seem like Smokey Woods there is quite the merciless fighter, not backing down.
Oh yeah, very ruthless. And you know what? This could honestly be a strategy for Timothy. I mean, if Smokey keeps coming forward like this and keeps throwing shots, maybe his gas tank runs out in the long run, and he can take over the later rounds.
I think what I'm seeing from Timothy, though, is it does look like he's throwing some pretty heavy hits, but they're just not hitting like they should, missing their target. Dazing Woods again. I believe we are going into what, round 3 now, correct?
I think it's round 4.
Sometimes you lose track when there's as much action going on and, there's so much fight to go.
Yeah, I feel you there. But you know what? We got our first cut of the night. First bit of blood. Smokey Woods has cut the left eye of Timothy Yates. You know what? I'm going to give that round to Timothy Yates 2-1 going into round 4. But if you've noticed the style that he's used so far, he's not really thrown too much. But when he's thrown, he's throwing those body shots, and when they do land, you can kind of see Smokey Woods back off for a little bit. And I kind of am grasping the game plan that Smokey's coming with. He wants to try and get him out of there, before the tank goes, because when that tank goes, it could be a problem. Big body shot there from Woods.
Woods is really going to have to try to find a way to get in there if he's wanting to try to end this fight as early as it's looking like he's trying to.
Got to be able to secure that knockdown as well. But he's getting those. He's rocking him a couple of times. He's not really able to get in there and finish it. You can see Yates' face is really red.
Yates really taking, the punishment from Smokey Woods here. Kind of curious as to what Yates was doing, just taking all those body shots, those 3 in a row.
Ooh, big shot there.
It seems like, all these big shots and everything that could, be the end to a match are happening towards the end of a round. So, I mean,
I'm going to say Smokey got that one 3-1 going into round 5, I believe.
Yates, though, is looking like, he's not backing down. He's showing that he's going to try harder, and he's going to try to use every asset that he has in his tool bag to, come out there and give it all he has.
Some things have been working out for him. He's just got to be able to put it all together. But you know, it's a long fight. You got time.
The corner doesn't seem too happy there with Smokey there, so I mean he's got to do something, I guess, to make his corner happy, because I'm pretty sure it sounds like they're upset that he hasn't already won this fight, because there's been plenty of opportunities Smokey should have.
Yeah, just like this right now, he got another big shot in there on Timothy Yates, and he still can't get him down. And that's a big guy. Another big
Dazed
shot.
again. I mean, he's got to
It's just
find a way
waiting.
to get in there and get this man on the ground. I think if he focused a little bit more on the body instead of the head, he may have already knocked him down a couple times in this fight.
Look at that. There we go.
Getting back up. It looks like Timothy Yates is a glutton for punishment. He's pretty beat up here. Like you
can
see
it.
him
He's still
wobbling.
on.
Oh,
Oh,
knocked
my.
down again.
That might be it.
You
Might
know,
be able to count.
if this was a Golden Gloves fight, if he got up and then got knocked back down again, the fight would be over. But, you know, the thing is, here with these pros, 3 knockdowns in a round is not going to lose you the fight. It's going to do quite the bit of damage on the scorecards, but at the same time, it's not going to cause you to lose the fight automatically.
I think if you're Timothy Yates, you just want to get out of this round already.
Yeah,
That was
definitely needs to take that time. Coaches need to talk to him, coach him up, and make sure that they're, you know, figuring out the game plan moving forward. Because if he does not win by knockout, I don't think he's going to walk out of this this match as the victor.
Yeah, and with that round, I lost track of my scorecard. I'm just going to be completely honest. He is up a lot more than he was before in my eyes. I would say, honestly, 5 rounds. This is a 5-round difference in the scorecards. So Timothy Yates needs some knockdowns, a knockout even would help his case.
I mean, Smokey, it looks like he's a pit bull. I mean, not even a pit bull, I would say, probably more like a Chihuahua. Those Chihuahuas get aggressive, and, you know, it goes to show that it's not always the size of the dog in the fight, but, you know, the size of the fight in the dog. Yates really needs to try to find an angle, try to find a way and get in there. You know, I don't know what he's doing, why the game plan is to stay in so close to Smokey there, because at the end of the day, he's giving Smokey all the chances in the world to come in and capitalize on that closeness.
Timothy's capitalized pretty much every time. I mean, he's put him on the ropes just about every time he stepped in like that. I mean,
it's a really interesting fighting style here from, you know, such a long-armed boxer, if you think about it. You know, both of these fighters, it's going to be interesting to see where their careers go.
and Yates down for a 3rd time.
And gets
spoke it
back up. This man is not done.
It's not over till that final bell rings or the ref counts to 10, and
You know, they both
Best
know the
believe.
title's on the line, and they're both fighting like, you know, this is their last fight. They're putting it all on the line out there.
I mean, this has been complete domination by Smokey so far, but you can't forget about the heart that Timothy Yates has showed, regardless of how big that point deficit is going into this next round.
If you look at that cut, it looks like it's gotten quite a bit worse. Makes you wonder if the official, the referee, is making the right decision there, letting this fight continue on, because, you know, he's looking pretty hurt.
You can see him breathing a lot heavier in that cut. It's gotten a little worse. Same with the swelling. And Smokey looks like he just, I mean, nothing. Smokey looks like he's just been, you know, working out, getting some cardio in.
Mm-hmm. Now, I can't remember the exact name of the real boxer that Rocky was based off of, but at the end of the day, that was one tough boxer, too, that took a beating, and it looks like Yates is just one of those other boxers that is not going to go down easy and is not going to lightly take an L. He'll probably go if he can, he'll probably take it all the way and just take the beating until he literally can't no more. Nasty hit there from Woods. Honestly, I feel like if Yates goes down this time, it's probably, night for him.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but it just seems that Smokey is, leaps and bounds ahead of Timothy Yates in regards to his fight IQ. There's a lot of learning that Yates can do from this fight, and maybe capitalizing on that in the future to get a couple wins under his belt. I would like to see these guys go toe-to-toe again. As of right now, this is looking like my vote for, fight of the night.
I agree with you there, and the film room is going to be Timothy Yates' best friend, as that is probably the fight ender right there. But Timothy Yates isn't staying down. He's doing the best he can to muster any strength that he has left to get up.
And that's all she wrote in this fight. Great effort on Timothy's part, but Woods was just leaps and bounds a better boxer. But you got to give it to Yates for sticking it in there, as long as he has. I don't know many boxers that would probably be able to take a beating like that and get back up. And if you look at the scorecard there, it was actually looks like a fairly close fight with quite a few more rounds left. If it would have went all the way, it would have been interesting to see how the entire card would have been scored.
That was a great fight for Smokey Woods. I mean, a dominant performance. I mean, he put on a boxing clinic today and, got a workout in at the same time. That was insane.
Smokey Woods walks out the first heavyweight Golden Gloves champion. It looks like we're going to see here the creators clash between Clayton Cobb and Nico Dennis. Now, when people ask me what I was doing when I created this fighter, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the wackiest looking boxer I can. So, I just went with it.
Yeah, this kind of looks like one of those NBA 2K My players you see. You know what? I'm loving the purple mohawk and the green beard.
Nico Dennis, our only Canadian in the league. He's representing for his home country. He's going to come out here, and I believe he's looking for his first victory as well. This is Cobb's first fight, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. You've got your webmaster and commissioner and vice commissioner, so it'll be a very interesting fight here, to say the least.
A lot of bragging rights on the line here.
Is Nico in chat still?
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
All right, let's see how this goes. Both coming out quite aggressive. Pretty quick working to daze his opponent, Cobb did. I was about ready to say, I was wondering when Nico Dennis was going to go down. There was quite a few heavy hands being thrown there, but, couldn't capitalize for a while there. Nico Dennis getting right back up and ready to take this, he's hoping probably beyond the first round.
Big first round for Clayton so far. Oh my God, this might not go out of the first round. Two knockdowns in the first round. And luckily for Nico Dennis, we make it out to the second round. That's a huge 10-7 round there from Clayton Cobb.
Clayton Cobb definitely fighting how he looks.
It's got to be the Mohawk, right?
You never know. Purple hair power. Nico was even showing promise the last fight. I think he's just got to get in the gym a little bit more and, really, really work on things. And he could become, a very successful fighter. I think he shows that he has the IQ to get it done. But he just may be lacking the physical tool set needed to really execute.
Despite all that, he's hanging in there. Maybe by a thread, but still hanging in there. And this has just been a clinic so far. By Clayton Cobb. And something's got to change fast for Nico Dennis and taking these big shots. And this fight might not go on very much longer.
I mean, the boss, the commissioner's got to come in out there and really put the vice commissioner in his place. Dennis down again. Back up again, and looks like he's ready for more.
Clayton putting in work here. Ooh, big shot there.
You know, Clayton had the unfair advantage, though, of really being able to sit back and watch the last fight between Nico Dennis and Haas, and was really able to come in and probably do the homework that it takes to come in and win this fight.
Speaking of winning this fight, that might be it right there. Just under 2 rounds. Clayton Cobb. Oh,
wow,
no.
Dennis is back up. He's not finished yet.
He's just sitting back in the corner. I don't know if he's just taking ass.
I don't know if you would just sit back and take that. He's lucky that that belt got hit, because if he would have had a couple more seconds, he'd probably find himself back down on the mat.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson all over again.
I mean, let's be honest, though. I think anybody would be pretty intimidated to be looking at Cobb across the ring from them, knowing that they have to go up against that beast.
Yeah, I mean, don't even know. Like, are we sure that that's a human?
I mean, at this point, is he a welterweight? He's boxing like he's a heavyweight with how hard he's throwing those punches.
Those tattoos got to put on at least 60 pounds, right? It's a lot of ink. That mohawk's got to be at least 80.
I mean, at 30 years old, Cobb is also the oldest fighter in the league. So, I mean, he could come in and have a couple fights in his career and just be done.
Ooh. Nico finally getting a good shot in there. Could he be fighting back now? I mean, this could be one of the best comebacks we've ever seen.
Clayton goes down. Nico scores his first knockdown of the night, showing that he's got the heart of a lion and he's not ready to back down. Actually, probably more like a honey badger, because honey badger does not care.
Yeah, I don't know if he has the heart of a honey badger, or the honey badger has the heart of Clayton Cobb. Oh, this could be bad for Nico Dennis.
And down Nico Dennis goes. I don't know if he's going to get up from this one.
I believe that's the 5th knockdown for Clayton Cobb. He's trying. Oh,
that is the fight. It was a knockout for Cobb, and Cobb came out and really, showed dominance, showed why he's, commissioner, why he deserves the bragging rights behind this one. It'll be interesting to see how far Cobb goes, as this good fight there to Nico, showing that heart. Very excited to see how Nico goes.
Wow. 20-14 after 2 rounds. I mean, that's unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Be sure to check tomorrow for, the voting, or, actually, Nico, I don't know if you can, but go out there and put the results, or somebody go out there, put the results, and then we'll get it set up to where we can get some voting in for fight of the night and knockout of the night. It's been great being on here and having our first live broadcast. We hope to see you guys again next week, as we have a lot of new fighters that will be fighting it out. Until next time, you all have a great night.